seconds left. Left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up.
What's up, Derby World? It's the 29th episode of the Beast and Bake Derby Talk podcast. I just had a thought seconds before it started how funny it would be if I wasn't here when it started and just left you there. Glad I didn't do that. I was like, I wonder if I can get out of the room on time and just sit you there like, uh-oh. So, yeah, I'm Shane Ryan, and this is Nathan Williams, and, this is the Derby Talk podcast. Nath, how you been, mate?
Oh, I've been very well. Busy preparation for this massive event we got coming up in 5 weeks, 4 weeks.
4 weeks, mate. It's about just over a month away. I think it's like 33 days or something like that at last count. So I'm definitely on the panic step, trying to get all the cars ready and get all the nominations and everything all sorted and all of the equipment sorted. Safe to say the volunteer positions on the board are definitely working their butts off at the moment, so that's good.
It's it's exciting and a bit nerve-wracking at the same time, but it's it's good to be doing something different and introducing new things into the sport. So
yeah, that's right, and hopefully it's successful enough that Ryan wants us back and Toowoomba Speedway enjoys it. Tickets do go on sale tomorrow. I highly recommend to pre-purchase tickets. With all of the hype around this, I have no doubt that we're going to sell out, and I'd hate for anyone to miss out, like families and stuff of drivers and stuff like that. It would suck to miss out on Derby Mania because there's no guarantees there's going to be another one. So let's make this one that we've got the biggest we've got. We can make it.
And on top of that too, big shout out to Ryan because the amount of work that he's put into this to make this a thing. So big props to him. He's done so much work for this to work. So
yeah, that's right. And obviously this is the first time that Demolition Derby's taken the main stage at any event. So we're pretty excited to focus the spotlight on the boys for once, rather than having them as a filler class or at the end of some other racing event or something like that. The actual focus of this event is the boys, three-man tournament, the Queen of Crash, all those kind of things. This is the first time they've actually been in the main stage. Clay-per-view is covering it, so you're going to have HD 4K quality video recordings. Some of these boys will be the first time they've ever actually had proper videoing of their derbies. So this is something they'll be able to show all their mates and actually be able to show everyone when they retire in decades' times. So that's something exciting too. I'm very interested to see how they cover the event for Clay-per-view because there's like maybe 5 minutes max between each event. So it's going to be just constantly moving around. So whoever's watching Clay-per-view, good luck. He's got like 10 or 12 hours of straight carnage. So it's going to be wild.
Which is, which is going to be good too, because there's going to be no sort of like downtime or delays or anything like that. Like it's, can't really predict the future, but fingers crossed with no hiccups or anything. It's going to be pretty, it's going to be a jam-packed weekend, which is sort of what we're hoping for. So it's just going to be entertainment the whole time. There won't be, big downtimes or anything. So
no, and we do have a live band on the Saturday as well. So we'll have some downtime with the drivers after, little bit of relaxation after a massive battle over the weekend. So biggest party in our Demolition Derby sport, and hopefully we can keep this going for Derby Mania too.
And as Dominic said, like there is other things too. Like we got a Derby race. There's a soccer match, which I think is just going to be funny as hell. There's probably going to have side bets on who pops the ball first or whatever. But yeah, it's don't worry, we pre-planned. We've got 3 balls there to go. So and about 500
if we get
rolls.
stuck, we can always throw a tyre out there and they can chase that around.
Yeah, I'm sure this bloke would like it since he wants to throw some cheek.
Yeah. Actually, I don't even know if Blake Taylor's actually in the event yet. I haven't heard whether he's actually locked anything in. So we may not see the New South Wales number 10. Who knows?
The tyres might be safe this year.
Tyres might be safe, yeah. Imagine if we had a soccer match where a tyre was in it and he wasn't involved. Yeah, just stole his thunder.
Yeah, that's right.
But we got a good podcast here tonight. So we've got the boys from Ruthless Racing are going to be on. So we've got Zach Kelly, Matt Moore, and Aiden James, which he has just made 1,000 followers on Facebook, which is awesome. If you're looking to follow some behind the scenes stuff, Ruthless Racing's got a heap of stuff on there, and so is Aiden James. I'll try and tag that in there somewhere, or he can do it. I don't know how to do that. But yeah, all the profiles that we got for our own drivers and stuff have started blowing up a lot. We can get some more behind the scenes content and sort of get a bit more spotlight on our drivers as well. So make our own little derby behind the scenes action so you can follow your drivers that you enjoy watching.
So while you say that, these are the boys that are going to be on tonight. So that's their get rid of that. These are the boys that are going to be on tonight. So that's the Ruthless page. If you are looking to follow and help the boys out.
Yeah, just give them a follow. It helps to encourage them. Plus, they do a lot of silly stuff on there, so that's good. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to see some silly stuff when we review some Derby footage tonight. So we've got the Lake Liddell video, which I'm sure that Matt is really excited to explain his actions. And Zach's always excited to talk about how he drives. We didn't see a lot of hitting this Derby, but he was there doing something. We're not sure what.
Yeah.
And Aiden's just trying to murder people on the track, so that's always fun.
Oh, well, speaking about it, we might as well bring them on, eh?
Yeah, might as well.
Boys?
There they are there. We don't know how long it's going to last with their hamster wheel internet we've got at Matt's house, but, we'll give it a crack. Are they frozen already?
We've got a few Asians from down the road there on the hamster wheel as well.
Yeah.
It's all right.
And we're cancelled. Oh, there you go. Rob. Does it count as a 3-man team with Zach on at 2.5?
As a 3.
Who said that?
That's
Rob Clayton.
That's a call.
He wants to smoke, doesn't he? Don't worry, I've already beat him twice. He can't be talking shit.
Who's Rob Clayton?
Oh.
There is an open spot at Derby Mania, guys. Just if anyone's keen, there's an open team spot. I don't know. Maybe there's a couple of Clayton boys that might actually want to go to a real Derby and see how they can stand up to the boys.
No Jeeps though.
No Jeeps are allowed, unfortunately. As awesome as that looked, they seem like they had a really fun time. But so. Obviously, Ruthless, we've got you guys on here tonight. We will review the Lake Liddell one, but I just want to sort of touch base about Derby Mania. What are your thoughts about it?
We're as keen as anything, mate.
Yeah, we're pretty keen. Getting the cars done is the main thing at the moment.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks, Aiden.
Yeah. saved me from buying another car. So
Aiden's been put to work and they're into his wallet.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're all on the boat. We're just about ready to weld them all up. So,
well, and that's the sort of behind the scenes work that no one sees. It's a group atmosphere when it comes to Mania. You kind of have to band together to get that many cars done at the same time, and then obviously you got your massive tow all the way up here. So we appreciate that. And yeah, there's one of your fans right there, Blake Taylor.
He's a sexy beast. We love him.
So on that, you've seen a bit of the teams list and that's coming around. Are there any top 3 teams that you guys don't want to draw in the first round?
Well, it won't be you and Nathan and Chris, I could tell you that. We'd have you in the first round easily. It probably, what do you reckon?
I can tell you the 3 teams that I definitely want to draw.
Yeah, the Americans is one.
The Americans, the Backyard Blokes, and I wouldn't mind a crack at the Bounty Hunters.
Yeah.
And I don't want to draw 3 on Fire and Shake and Bake team just because like we're all from the Hunter Valley.
Yeah, exactly. HAB.
Yeah, we're all from the Hunter Valley boys.
You don't, in the middle of the stick, you don't care.
Zach, who is it you don't want to draw, mate?
Oh, definitely the Bounty Hunters and probably fucking Bennett Racing with Critty because Critty's a hell of a driver. It'd be probably one to watch, I reckon. You can't go past Brendan Burgess or Carl Thomas either. They can, they're crazy behind the wheel.
Yeah, they can definitely wheel it. What's your thoughts? We'll start with Matt on front wheel drive versus rear wheel drive in a 3v3 situation.
I'll be more sort of a little bit scared if you say it if it was on the actual track, but since it's on the infield, like front wheel drive is going to be like more dominant for sure.
Yeah. And you guys all agree with that, or?
Yeah, easily. Well,
100%.
With the field size the way it's going to be, well, if we think it's going to be as small as what you say it is, any front wheel drive car is going to turn around on a 5-cent piece. Where the Utes and Penos, they'll be taking 10 years to do a U-turn. So definitely got the upper hand, I reckon.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree that the front wheel drives are going to sort of have the advantage at the start. I don't know how they're going to go towards the end. I don't know whether the cross flows would be the more reliable vehicle at the end. What's your thoughts on that, Nate?
We won't give them enough chance to be reliable.
Well, yeah, that also.
It's like obviously I believe the front wheel drives have got the advantage in a certain situation, but at the same time you can't take away from front rear wheel drives. It only takes one shot and the front wheel drive's out. Like some of them Queensland cars, we gave them absolute hell in Origin 2, and some of them were still moving till the end. Where you break a CV in a front wheel drive car, you're gone. If you've got a welded diff in a rear wheel drive, you can still snap an axle and move. Yeah. There is a lot of things that you can't count out in a rear wheel drive, but I still believe that the front wheel drives have got the advantage.
It will come down to also the way the car is built as well.
And who's driving it.
And who's driving. Like, these cars, they're getting built to last and pretty much going to be last car standing anyways.
I also think that the repairs during heats as well, it's going to be difficult if you break something on a 380 to repair it in time compared to the old cross flows and that, where if you snap a ball joint, you can just change it over. Whereas if you snap a steering or CVs or gearboxes, it's a lot more of a pain than just ripping a motor and box out. I think that's going to be in time to fix stuff is going to be very difficult towards those championship rounds.
The first round might be easy, but it's all about strategy too in how you use the car in the first round. If these rear wheel drives might be tough and all that, so you might use half a 380 trying to actually stop them more. If you've got like these boys here, like Ruthless Racing, that if they bring up 380s and you go against another team with 380s, it's going to turn into a skill match. But at the same time, if you start doing some big hits, you got to start looking at how much of your car you're going to waste in the first round just to get through and whether it's worth it or not. Like I honestly cannot wait to see how people drive when there is only 3 versus 3. Like there's nowhere to go and you don't have the option of picking your shots because your shots are just, there's not enough people on the field to do all that type of thing. So
there's 3 cars I'm really looking forward to seeing after the Friday night. That's Matt Moore's, Brendan Burgess, and Critty's car. I want to be able to stand next to it and go, so how are you going to fix that?
Good luck in the second round. I don't think there's enough excavators in the world.
I don't think that should be there. So there will be a lot of footage in that on the night as well. Like, so Claver View is covering it. I think it's like $25 like each day. So $25 on the Friday and $25 on the Saturday. I'm 90% sure it is. So it's $50 and you've got over 10 hours of carnage pretty much. So it's good money wise. I'll definitely be getting a copy just so I can watch it afterwards because I imagine I'll be run off my feet. I dare say one of the other things I was thinking is normally Derby Day, you're waiting around all day to do the Derby. But imagine the nerves for whoever draws the very last heat on the Friday. So if you're the last one, you've been sitting there all night watching everyone else do derbies and everyone else have fun, and then you're like, "Oh crap, I'm up last." So,
but as you say that, I understand that part of it. But if you draw last on Friday night, you've actually got a slight advantage because you know what teams are going into round 2, and you know how bent you need to keep your car for certain said teams that are in round 2. So, like if 4 heavy hitters go through on Friday night, you got to start thinking about, how fucked your car's going to be if you were to draw one of these teams. So I think maybe getting drawn last on Friday night might be a slight advantage.
I'm hoping for a number one draw, just rip it and go for it. Hope for the best. Even if we get knocked out first, at least we're ripping the Band-Aid off and it's done.
Yeah.
We'll just enjoy the rest of it now.
Yeah, I definitely want to be in the first few rounds. That way we can just sit and drink and watch the rest of it.
Yeah. Tell everyone how great you guys were. Sit back and be like, that was easy. What are you talking about? I think so just for anyone that's watching, we will have a live draw on the association page. That's what this is streaming off now. So that'll be at 11 a.m. on the Friday, whereas basically each captain will be drawing out the out of a bucket whoever they're going against. So we have no idea who you're going against until the Friday. It was going to be the Thursday, but I think now doing it on the Friday morning makes a bit more sense. So we'll have the draw on the Friday about 11 o'clock. Then we'll have a nice free lunch paid for by Ada. And then we'll go through the inspections and stuff like that right up until the actual event starts. So it's going to be a very full weekend.
Scotch fillets. Come on.
Scotch fillets
all the way, isn't it?
Yeah, Matt's actually going to bring a live beast up and slaughter it in front of us, which is going to be great.
And then whatever team's out first on Friday night will actually be serving everyone drinks on the Saturday night at the after party. So,
and they'll be wearing the dunce hat, which will be great. Oh, there you go. We just had Christy's just volunteered. She's going to be paying for lobster. So well done, KGH. Their sponsorships just went through the roof, but they love it.
So Kilpatrick and lobsters on Friday, everyone.
In the morning for brekkie. Beautiful.
Oh,
yeah.
I can only imagine what everyone's going to feel like on Saturday morning, regardless of how. Imagine if we make everyone sick having lobsters or something like that.
That's a good time to bring up as well. So, if anyone needs any conveyancing or anything in the lines of that, don't forget our major sponsor, KH, is.
There you go, Christy. I'm already paying for the event. Yes, you are. And thanks to KGH for making it all possible. Biggest event in Demolition Derby history. So, if anyone drives like a sook, Christy's going to sort you out after. So just remember that, guys. Well, how about we go to a review? We'll just watch one of the derbies here and see what you guys think. We'll give Zach a reason to be happy, eh? And we've definitely got a question, Matt, about this.
Hey.
So this is Lake Liddell, guys.
And they're underway.
This was from
backing out very slowly. A couple of them a bit cagey. They don't want to move too quickly.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
Yeah. So Matt shot off the line, drawn to try and do the biggest hit he possibly can. Hasn't touched a car.
I hit one car.
Oh, you hit one car, sorry.
You hit one car. So at this point, this is probably the straightest I've seen Matt's car 32 seconds in. So what was happening? Couldn't you hit anything?
Well, I hit one car, which I wasn't meant to hit, but I hit him anyways. And then I was like, oh, he's probably going to chase me, so I'm just going to send it full stick, and then ended up in a ditch and flipped it.
And
we don't need to jump ahead. Oh, there you go.
And I'll tell you what, you'll see my face in my in-car video. I didn't see any red lights. All I seen was a car upside down and a bloke climbing across the roof to get out.
He's bent the flagpole and everything.
It's straight and narrow.
I have to fucking make another one.
This is definitely not what we want to happen at Mania. Could you imagine if all the build-up and then Matt rolls himself and he's out 3 seconds in?
Definitely not.
Could you imagine this build-up? Well, here comes Ruthless. Say if you're up against FK and Bent Race and everyone's like, this is going to be the biggest matchup. It's going to be so good. 3 seconds in, Matt's out.
This is
right. Me and Aiden are used to doing it, but just us two anyway, so it's no different.
Yeah, that's a perfect example as to why we're introducing LED torches for all of our officials, because you can see there that red light was on for heaps before anyone actually noticed it. Like speedways are a pain in the ass to see the red light. Yeah,
over 40 seconds it took for them to actually stop the Derby. So if Matt was in any trouble,
the flip down.
Yeah, Shane Oliver rolled himself last year.
Flag, and I'm like, let me run. He's like, nah, you're out. I was like, fuck it.
What kind of fuel tank do you run? You run the cells or?
No, that was just a standard, but it was leaking out the actual tank.
Nah, yeah, that's a bugger. Still driving now, isn't it? Well?
Yeah, it goes.
And dunk. Do it.
Yeah. So we got Zach there in the Reaper car on the right-hand side there. You can see number 25.
Oh.
He actually hit a car there, which is good. You know, it's 5 minutes in, but we're all right. He's doing something. Aiden's just there, like, trying to murder anything that moves.
Aiden's over there doing all the hard work for Ruthless.
Yeah, I feel like in this Derby, Zach, like, was very strategic. He's drove really well in it, whereas Aiden's just like, I'm going to do the biggest hit possible. I don't care if I'm the first car out, but I'm going to just murder someone off the start.
Fucking got to do something ruthless.
Yeah.
If after Matt rolled himself, you're like, oh, shit, it's on me now.
Challenge accepted.
No,
so we had Shake and Bake out there too. Nath, which one are you, mate? I can't even see her.
Never heard of her.
I'm driving around with a set of eyes on.
Huh. Yeah, he was getting gangbanged at that time.
There's who hit Chris in the front then? James
Ryan.
James Ryan just pumped Chris in the front.
Don't worry, I'll pump him too.
I tell you what, Chris's car came up so good in that Derby. The Stitch car. Oh, yeah, Chris did not take that kindly, get hit in the front. No. Poor old James probably regretting his choices in life right now.
Oh, he does in a few minutes, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, so's Paddy.
Those little hatchbacks, the newer ones, are so solid in the back, though.
Oh,
deuce.
Yeah, I don't know what Chris was doing. He was just flat sticking that thing, revving the guts out of it.
Fuck, it was loud too.
Yeah.
It's a very unique track. Because you think it would be really dusty, but it's like, it's not dusty at all.
No,
I'll tell you what.
Oh, that would have hurt.
Is. That was a bit of shake and bake action there. The hands down, Lake Liddell would probably have to be one of the funnest tracks to run on, eh?
Yeah.
Like, it looks like it'd be really soft in the center, but it is such a quick pace track.
Look at that.
There's Aiden just not planning to last more than 10 minutes in this Derby. He's trying to impress his boy on the outside who's sitting out there just sulking right now. So he's just sending it as hard as he can.
I was actually looking for you in the crowd. I was like, where is he? I can't see him.
Good.
They're so quick, them little XLs. And they're so light. That's the problem with them.
That's a door hit.
Yeah,
For the size of the track that they've gave you, it's surprising that no one's wiped themselves out yet.
So he's hitting Nathan.
Other than that,
watch him go around the outside already. Go around the outside, I'm stalking him. And then wait for his stop. And then, here he goes. Fucking do it, boy.
Oh, you're lucky you didn't see
you almost
these
wiped
ones, then.
yourself out.
I actually saw Shane Oliver's car the other day, and I folded the front of that thing. Like, his whole was sitting on the ground.
It's an interesting technique, Carton. He's going to take out the front of the cars with his CV. We're going to see how it works out.
That Civic was unstoppable. It was so good.
I was surprised because the older models are terrible. Like I showed you that video of that I think it's the 90s model, and they just fold straight in the guts.
This one was quite decent. It was actually pretty strong.
Yeah,
like
the newer cars that come in, like even those new Mazdas and that, I'm surprised at the strength of them. Like you'd think newer means softer and that, but I mean the fronts are usually softer, but the back ends of them are getting harder and harder.
Yeah, it's definitely
not a fan of the
driving around on fire.
Though.
Yeah, you were on fire for a while, eh? No,
I was just burning off the excess oil.
Oh, sure.
He just
I knew it was going to happen.
Speedway tracks on fire.
I used about 3.5 cans of degreaser on it.
Oh, that's a different technique.
Yeah, he was chasing me, so I just jammed my brakes on. He's just drove into the back of me.
Who was that?
Dion, I think.
Dion. He just learnt a very hard lesson, that young fella. He just put himself out in the big open there.
That's what I went up on the
Is that where you took yourself out, Nate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I CV'd myself.
Oops.
Best thing about Liddell though is because they let us go up onto the track near the fence, so you get maximum speed coming off it.
And then flip it.
Do that. Flip it.
And do a roly-poly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems to have a bit of a few ruts in the track.
It's just the dip. It's the dip from the infield to the track. Matt just hit it on the worst spot.
Well, you can watch when Zach comes in. See the bot, how it just makes it drop every time he comes down?
Yeah, so like right down in that bottom corner there under the screen is the biggest hump on the track, and Matt just nailed it straight away.
Did Aiden just head on the shit out of the side of Zach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ruthless action there.
Oh, that's where I got James. I railed him. Yeah,
that was now known as Turtle.
Hey, Carl.
That's right. Wait for
I wish we had the in-car camera of that because, Matt, he would have had a massive smile on his face as he's coming in for a big shot. And then he would have had his ankles around his head after that.
On his face. I was like hanging upside down and I was like, oh, fuck, I've got to get out of this now.
I don't even know how.
See, I didn't see on the first video you get out, so I thought you were just sitting there, like hanging from the roof, waiting for someone to help you.
Fuck, it was funny to see a car upside down and then Matt just like on his hands and knees crawling out the back. You're probably lucky that it wasn't a usual Matt Moore car and you could actually fit out the back.
Yeah.
Oh. Those little cars like that.
Taylor's.
The little cars just don't stop though. Like I'm sure that if they let that start again, it probably would have just fired straight up and been no issues.
Well, the even if you look at like Stephen fucking Gleason, like his car at the end was fucked.
Yep.
And like it's fucked there. And it's not even at the end yet.
Yeah.
And I was looking at it like
cars, they only folded like bugger all. Like Aiden's put some massive hit on and he's bent to the parcel shelf, still motoring around.
Until now.
Yeah.
It's,
Until now.
Bang.
This is it.
CV'd himself. Oh, that was nearly a roll over there.
Yeah.
Like, look at that thing. It's just they're so light that it doesn't matter how much you're dragging them; they just scoot along. Like, look at it crab crawling.
Yeah.
It was funny as hell watching Stephen try and go back to back with Zach at the end because they'd aim at each other and then they just crab crawl away from each other.
Basic stuff. Yeah, I could go good backwards, but as soon as I started driving forwards, the back wheels were just, we're going opposite directions now. Let's have that.
You kept your front relatively clean.
I didn't use my front end until the last 30 seconds. I kept them very clean.
Now, do those Civics, do they have a plastic front end on them as well?
Nah, full metal.
No.
Full metal?
Yeah. Nah, it was a very good
That's
car.
one of the things I've noticed with those newer ones. A lot of them have the plastic headers on them, and they usually have the actual electric accelerator like right behind the radiator.
No, mine was somewhere behind the motor, somewhere. I had no selector, nothing. But my ignition actually seized up when we were sitting in the lineup outside the track. That's why I was last.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was like, shit. But we got it going.
Yeah, I have definitely had that happen before. That's why all mine are on a switch now. So I just don't trust it.
I'll have to. Yeah, I start using it there. That's it. That's my front end straight away. Bob's your uncle. Oh.
These are the moments where it'll probably come in handy to have Matt Moore or someone around, eh?
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'll try and
wait for the end bit where he does this weird fucking move when he goes head on.
Yeah. Because what was it? I had no selector and my motor was it east to west instead of west to east. So all my belts were on the passenger side, and I just overthought about the head on that I was doing and almost ripped my CV out. But there you go. Radiator finally busted.
Hey, watch this fucking.
Yeah, good run up here.
It was terrible.
Ready? Watch this.
And I swerved away.
Oh,
what was that?
What was that?
It still worked though, didn't it? It still works. It doesn't matter. Wins a win.
Guarantee you only get that lucky once.
Oh, mate. How did your CV not break?
But yeah, she got it done. Look at that.
I reckon if you would use your front just a little bit earlier in that derby, that head on would have fucked you.
How that didn't break anything, I have no idea.
There was nothing.
I'm assuming you've done your steering at least.
No, it still drove perfectly fine.
Yeah? Wow.
Yeah. The motor's still good in it.
Tyres not?
Nah, the tyres. Yeah, once I put my tyres, I was done. It was just dragging.
Is the center part of the track, is that all soft or does that just look soft?
No, it just looks soft.
It's all hard.
But yeah.
It has like a softer layer on it from like, excess speedway dust and shit, but you don't really get bogged on it unless you got, your arse ends folded and you got two front flat tires. But even then, like both Zach tires are fucked. The rear wheels are fucking almost jammed and he's still getting traction.
It's like the grippiest track that I know. Like last year I nearly rolled. I spun it around, rolled the tyre off the bead, nearly rolled, and this year I actually rolled.
I don't know what he was.
Sometimes dreams happen, mate. You can achieve your dreams if you want for them.
That's right.
I think it's pretty cool that we got some A flags there as well, which is great. Lake Liddell supporting Adder.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it went.
Did Zach just headbutt someone?
No, I'm not that mean. Jesus. Maybe Steve.
I think he just axed himself on someone's shoulder.
Hey, that's a big jump for a little guy.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this. Watch the head snap back here. Ready?
Lucky Steve-O's got a big melon. He took it. He took it like a man.
He's just like going, he's holding his head now, mate. You busted his nose.
He tried to headbutt you because you beat him.
Yeah. Definitely. It was a good feeling, though, winning it back to back. Like, I didn't think I was doing it, but.
It ain't happening for a third time.
Definitely next. These two boys reckon they're going to take me out next year, so. Yeah.
I fucking told you this year I was going head on with you at the start. I'm doing it next year.
I didn't see you. I was like, I guess he's not coming then. But
I just like, mate, you look very isolated there at the moment. They've all left you. What the hell?
Yeah, I don't know. But it was definitely a fun derby. Like, it's probably one of my most favourites. That and Maitland, I reckon. So.
It definitely looks like a fun derby. I think we have to have some viewer discretion for this next video. Nathan's already told me there's a bit of language, so I might keep the volume down a little bit. But this is his in-car footage from that derby.
This is what happens when emotions get let out during someone hitting you in the driver's door. I end up getting him back, and I end up breaking his K-frame off and dropping his motor on the ground. So I was pretty happy with that.
Was that the Elantra?
Yeah, whatever Jay was in.
Yeah, you snapped the hub.
Oof. I love seeing the more the in-car cameras that keep coming up now. Like, there's a lot more people that are running them. It's good to see that new perspective of Derby too.
So in this angle, you'll see Matt upside down, right over the back there.
Yeah.
So I look over to me right here, and Matt's upside down. Fuck off.
The double take. The double take.
I did, because I looked and I was like, oh, holy fuck. But like you can see from when I noticed Matt, red was on, but like you can see there's so many cars still moving for a long time.
Exactly.
Yeah, you need some effective officials or something there, because you can't see those red lights.
I was on my way to cream Jason Townsend when he goes, "Oh, stop!"
Yeah, I'd Blake Simmons really lined up and he's waving at me. I'm like, "What are you waving at me for?" To stop, and I look over and it's red light. I'm like, "Oh, I better stop."
That's why, like at Derby Mania, we're gonna have 6 LED torches. So I know there's only 6 cars on the track, but you're gonna get the torch in your eye as soon as it stops.
Use your head, Nate. Right enough.
I'm going to take my own name, Sean Shane.
Yeah.
Just sit in the car.
Stop, Shane! Stop!
You used to be begging for that 3 seconds into the Derby if you draw us. Don't worry about that.
3 seconds. Is that all you love?
You better bring the lube, I tell you.
I'll tell you what, if we can
Mate,
get
there are
enough
no other
support
cars in
behind
that Derby but me and Zach. He's going to learn a lesson.
Listen, how not to drive. Grow up.
the next year, if we get enough support, I want to run a passenger derby, and the passengers have paintball guns.
Something tells me that won't get passed by insurance.
Oh no, we're not going to do it in an official event.
We're just going to go to Matt's house.
Yeah, we're going to Matt's house.
Spud guns.
Oh. You know what I do want to see? I want to try and get passed. I actually already contacted Ryan to say, hey, what's the chances of getting this passed? Is the double-decker race, and to have the bloke on the top that steers it and the bloke on the bottom that uses the accelerator.
Well, there's 3 of us. How are all 3 of us going to fit in the front seats?
I'd flip over in the first corner.
Me and Adam will be holding on the bottom. Put on the brake.
Triple decker.
Triple decker.
You're used to it, aren't you?
Well, yeah, you're going to need to accommodate for Shane and the sandbag. Well, what does it take?
Zach would be on the bottom. We'd have to get an extendable ladder to get him up top.
I don't know if we're allowed to let Zach call anyone a sandbagger these days.
Yeah.
Didn't you get disqualified for sandbagging?
I've never been disqualified for sandbagging. Have you guys?
Oh, I have. Technicality, I reckon.
I've been disqualified for shepherding. That was the first.
When you stop behind a dead car to not get hit.
I do that all the time.
So, this is where I get hit in the driver's door. So he's chasing me here. Bang.
Oh wow, that's it.
I'm fucking letting him know. I said some colourful language, and then it was at this moment I only had one thought in my head.
I must break you.
Whoa.
He's still giving it to him. You can see the frowning lines on his face.
My elbow's still fucked from that.
Oh, there you go. Zach, you going back to Penrith this year?
Nah.
He'll be actually in Alaska at the time, I think.
Isn't it October?
August.
Is it?
It's usually late August, like 24th or something of August.
We're over driving big dirty V8 anyway.
Well, that's a good run up.
Too bad.
Oh, that would have hurt.
That thing was solid, man.
Those Mazdas are nothing to kid about, eh? That one I ran at Penrith was a weapon.
I went back to back with him, and holy shit, I literally went back to the fans and regained the thoughts. It hurt.
Judge
so
whether
much.
you still wanted to do it or not.
Nah, I had to go back to back. I talked the talk.
Oh, close to your driver's door.
Yeah. I thought I was seeing you. I'm like, hey. But I got Kyle a good one. Cool. bowls.
I think Nathan was out there at one point.
I actually went to go drive past him. I ended up hitting him in the fucking.
You're always hitting once in a row, right? Even if he's out.
No. Well,
Oh, that's a good shot.
what do you call? He hasn't beat me yet.
I'll let you win all the little ones. It's Derby Mania where I'm going to laugh at you.
I'll bring me VS Commodore foot ute anyways. Don't worry about it. I won't win that.
I tell you what, I hope you run a VSU.
Oh, you better hope don't, because fuck me. Good weapon. I'm gonna write Nathan loves me up the side of it too.
Oh, I'll show
That
you
look weird when you're on your roof.
Have you even found a car for Derby Mania yet?
Yeah, I found heaps of them. I just don't have one.
He's got a
And it
Hyundai
takes me 3 days
XL.
to build a car. Fuck yeah.
How many? 3 days. You're doing maths in like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, and that's why Matt rolls himself.
Yeah, he didn't have enough fuel to finish the Derby, so he just sent it.
I had plenty of fuel.
Yeah, plenty. His car's still like not even banned. He's done nothing the whole Derby except driving around in circles.
Yours is still fresh, isn't it?
Nah, my boot's sitting on my back seat already.
Ready?
By then.
Ready? Brakes.
That's fucking gold.
I done your trick to Steve. Hit the brakes and then get out of the way.
It's one of the
fun. I
best
don't know why
things.
people
Dude.
do
Very
it.
satisfying.
Oh, you got
The whole car's a weapon, not just the back.
He just killed himself.
Oh, that's
What happened, Mr. Drifter? He lost it.
Oh, I wasn't allowed to park there.
I'm ready.
I lost my CV.
It just sucks when you know that you're stuffed.
And
There's nothing you can do about it.
Usually Nathan like yells and screams naughty words.
I think he already used them all up on Dion.
Jay, I knew it was a CV, but there's still every part of you where it's just like, come on.
Just give me one more hit.
The fucking selector was jammed too. I couldn't get it out of park.
I guarantee you would have looked around and saw Zach still going and went, fuck.
yeah, he was. I bet he was kicking himself.
Nah, there was a part at the end there. You don't see it because I cut it off because it's fucking. There's still a fair bit of the Derby, but he drives past and I cheer him on. So
Oh, God love ya.
Well, someone had to.
Double champ does whatever the fuck he wants. Just remember that.
what?
Well, this was the so this was the same night. This was the ADDA event for the night. This is Lismore Speedway for the Lismore Cup. I think we had 20 cars in this one, so it was a fair event.
3,
Very good.
2, 1. Let's let it rip.
There's Blake just
Blake
going
Taylor.
wild at the start, hitting some first timer.
Oh, Ante. Are you okay, car? The message to ask the question and listen for the answer. Oh my goodness, look at our best presented car. Wasting no
Go
time.
Blake.
All Ghostbusters. Our Commodore.
I like this. You never see me chase anyone, but if you sit back here, I'm sitting there on the brakes just waiting for the red seas to part. You ready? Where are you? Where are you? Boo! Just annihilated me, mate, from Grafton.
What's he in it? VZ or
What is it?
I think it was a VY coming Ute. He just got absolutely. He got annihilated here. Then I went up the other side and annihilated him and his mate. One of his mates went head on into the back of my 380. I've never seen anyone do it before.
That's pretty smart.
Well, you have.
Yeah,
because
it's definitely the way to stop them. Zach, if we do draw you guys, mate, best way to stop a 380, just head on straight into the back end of it.
Or you
mate.
take your 380 and go head on the back of an XFU. Hey, Nathan.
Yeah.
Hey, stops him.
Let's
I don't know
stop.
if it's the most effective method for it, but
Don't worry. I
Hey,
know how
it
to
worked. I'm still fucking hearing about it. Oh,
This was such a good track to derby on the actual speedway at Lismore. I hope we get a few more derbies there.
It's good to
It's
see
like
That
a-
compact car that just went head on into a panel van.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Nice.
Daniel McDonald who just head on the crap out of Reese.
Nice. That don't seem
The-
moving much from it though.
The bloke up there, you know, when you hit some guy, you hit him and you drive him into position to do another hit. I've hit him behind the driver's door and spun him hard up against the wall. And then I went to the whole other side, probably about a 30-meter run up, and then floored it at him. Old mate snapped his flag, waved me off. I've drove back to go for another shot at someone else, and then he's floored it head on into my driver's side wheel.
Fucking hell. I'll tell you what, that wagon was an absolute mess by the end of this.
Yeah, that's James. He's actually going in Derby Mania.
Who with?
There you go.
He'll be in the Border Bashers, the Tenterfield team. So he's actually from Coffs Harbour, so he'll be taking, I think he's got a panel van for it.
that hit was fucking good, eh?
Good shot, yeah. He hit him that hard, he actually broke Jordan's CV on the driver's side.
Shit.
Yeah, there you go. There's a guy from Perth.
Into the wall too.
John.
Yeah, he's done it.
There's Brendan Burgess in the big poo car. And Jack Cowan in the ute.
You'd still straight.
Yeah.
Got the arse into
That-
that panel van. It's looking. It's bending a bit funny.
That
isn't it?
ute and the panel van took so many big hits and just kept going, eh?
Oh, Blake's just looking for that hit.
Yeah,
He was on the limiter like nearly the whole time, eh?
he's loving life.
Was it a 3-liter or a 3.5?
3.5.
I'm not sure, actually. But being a TJ, I'd say it would have been a 3.5. Boom, there's a 380 just folding the back of that van.
It's fucking folding weird though.
What's her name driving that car?
Brendan Burgess is in the van.
Who was in the 380? What's her name?
You'll see, mate, because it'll be the one that's parked on your bonnet 3 seconds into Mania.
3
Yeah,
seconds,
3
mate.
seconds.
You notice how my cars only last one run? That's called a demolition derby, Zach.
Cut half the shag rail out of it, mate.
Yeah, exactly. We'll find out.
That's actually the most bent I've seen one of those 380s, though.
It's because you cut it really weirdly. That's why.
Whatever makes you happy.
I hope you're not your Shazzy at
Oh.
Mania.
Blake's coming for the hot hit. Didn't see a tyre, pulled out.
Just he just annihilated a bloke that's been out for 4 hours.
Hey, it's his first Derby back in a while, isn't it? Got to give him a break.
Yeah, first one
Who's
since
that
Origin. He came back for this
Yeah.
one.
It'd be good to see the Taylor boys back for a few more.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
want to see Levo.
Oh, same.
He's a weapon.
it's a shame they didn't both have a team for Mania.
Yeah.
I thought they would have been in for sure.
I thought that would have been the boys for sure.
Oof.
Oh, shot.
Yeah, that van bent really weird in the back. It just kept getting lower and lower.
There's pink.
There you go. There's a bit of a history lesson there. I said that's the old days. HK and HT and HG panel vans.
You'd probably be able to retire now if you had a few of them for derbies.
Yeah. It'd cost you a house payment. Just
Look at that
to fucking get
fire. Daniel just lit the whole track on fire, eh? Like there were no mozzies in the stadium.
And I'm pretty sure that car was out for quite a while before it lit up.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he ended up maybe he cracked a fuel line or something.
Sit there, like, revving the shit out.
Maybe it was leaking for a while on the track or something before it actually went up. Because that's a big fire for a dead car.
Yeah, 100%.
Was it still running? Or was it dead?
No, I don't believe so.
I'd say it's
I'm pretty sure he was out after he hit Reese in the front.
But yeah, I think he CV'd himself when he hit Reese. Then we got the awesome officials there. There was like 50 friggin' people that ran towards it. I think they had more officials in this derby than we did derby drivers.
What's the go? What happened with that yellow ute? Because he drove off really. I think he only copped one hit and drove off.
I think it caught fire. That was John Bell.
He got pumped in the front, but
Yeah.
Yeah, Jordan absolutely annihilated him in the front.
that was a big hit.
There you go, HG. Two-door
Have
Monaro.
you got that track though? There's really like if you're coming full Mickey through, there's bugger all chance you're going to miss the back-to-back shot because like where are you going to turn?
Yeah. Look at that mullet.
This is why Mania is going to be so good.
I just look forward to watching the actual matchups as well.
Definitely
Like,
got to
being in the derby is fantastic, but watching the matchups of other people, you know, some from Hunter Valley going up against Queensland and like just seeing the driving styles clash, I think would be really cool.
Especially we get to see the driving styles like so close because it's only going to be 3 versus 3. So it's not like there's so much action spread out like there usually is in a derby. And, you know, you miss a heap of things until you watch it back where, you know, when you're watching this style of event, everything's going to be like right there and you're not going to miss a lot.
Yeah, and especially for the recording, Clay Per View is going to get all those big hits, which will be awesome because they only have so many rooms to sort of focus on.
I can't
Look
wait
at
to see
that back wheel in the pedal van just wandering around. How that AU kept going, I have no idea.
Did he run a pillar bar?
He did, but it was really low.
Because God, that thing folded like God.
Yeah, see, the way that mine bent, it kind of bent with a Rio bar up really high. So when I hit it, it hit above it and just folded the crap out of the actual top part.
Look how straight that fucking pedal van is. Mm-hmm.
Pink one.
Who's in the pink pedal van?
Reese.
Reese.
So
Reese
that's a Queensland build, boys. That's what you're going up against.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you will be going up against.
It's all right. You rock up with a 380, they'll go running anyways. Don't worry about it.
Well, when there's 10 grand on the line, well, in saying that, the Queensland builds you're going against is Carl Thomas and bloody Brendan Burgess and Dave Jacoby, so I don't see them running.
Yeah,
It'd be pretty fun.
they're
There's me just annihilating Brendan, and then Blakey coming to back me up.
They're probably that have to be the only team.
Oh, they got
the
so good.
Oh,
the only thing I can say is don't underestimate a Queensland built car, whether it's rear wheel drive or front wheel drive.
Like I was hitting the absolute hell out of Brendan, and look at it still going. The only thing that stopped him is we locked up his front end. Like the motor was still going, it's still spinning, just didn't have anywhere to go.
He would have hated that too because that's how he stopped it at Origin as well, the exact same way.
Yeah.
Surprised
Was that his Origin car that he was driving?
Still going. Like it just blew my mind how long that thing kept going for.
They're both Brendan Langdon and Reese Hack's Origin cars.
Brendan.
Yeah, Brendan.
Now this was Aaron Paul's one from Origin, and Brendan was just finishing off.
No.
Because Brendan's car was buggered from Origin.
That the one almost put on its side?
Oh, Blake.
Yeah.
No, that was Matt Langton that you nearly rolled.
Oh.
What a machine.
Oh, yeah,
I think I had a camera on Blake's car.
Noses keep running, eh? It's fucking crazy. I don't know how their water pumps don't get punched through the motor, eh?
Well,
Because
see, I
their
hammered
cars
the
are
crap
lifted.
out of Reese in the front, and it did nothing. But he has an electric water pump, he said.
Ah.
But see, you got to remember that when they raise the front of their cars, your chassis rails are hitting under their water pumps.
Oh, mate, the speed that I was going, I should have broke the whole motor in half. Like, it actually hurt me. I hit him that hard. It hurt him too, but it did nothing. The big Ford bloody crossflow, I think maybe I scratched the surface of it. That's about it.
We allowed to run airbags in the back of the 380s or what?
You can run an airbag in your steering wheel if you want. Just make sure we have an in-car camera. It'd be hilarious.
Chinese words.
Oh, look at that panel van. It is fucked.
And it's still going. What a weapon.
No, there's no quitting Brendan Burgess, eh?
Fuck,
Either one of them, they're still going really well.
Yeah.
This is why I said you can't underestimate him, eh?
But even the AU, look at it.
Yeah.
Like that's a bloke that's only just started coming into derbies. Like he's been derbying for a while, apparently. But he's only just started coming to our style of derbies. And he hung with some pretty good drivers out there.
Let's not talk
He
about
copped
AU.
an ass for him, but he did well.
Come on, Blakey, you got this.
The L380, she did not like going forward for some reason.
What stopped you?
Just got hot.
Yeah, fucking 380.
I had no radiator from the start because in the parade lap at like 3 o'clock in the Arvo, it blew the radiator clean off the top, like the whole top tank come off.
Oh, shit.
So I did the whole derby without a radiator. That's why I was sending it as unstrategic as I was. I was just trying to get rid of people as quick as I could.
It sort of folded like a Magna, eh?
Like a third gen. It actually folded behind the back seat as well. Like in the middle of the back seat.
Yeah, right.
Which was wild.
I really like how it went. It didn't go up fuck all either. Like you still got a heap of your rear window there still you can see out of.
Oh, it bent perfect. Like the only issue I had was the sheet metal that went into the back wheel. But if you have a look at the passenger side, it's bent fine. I had no issues with the back wheel. I think I had some issue with me gearbox or something because when I was going forward, it was like pulling to go forward. It wasn't actually going into gear properly. But the rear had no issues.
Probably going into like second or third gear or something.
Yeah, I think it was having some issues with some selectors or something. I think once it gets that hot, like I had no radiator and we're like 15 minutes into a derby.
Yeah.
So, and Reese was not giving me many opportunities. I was waving.
Yeah. I don't know because like I went head on second hit in Origin, like obviously and blew me radiator, and that 380 it ran fine that whole derby, eh?
Well, this one ran fine. It was just having the selector issues going forward. But yeah, this is the side of it just folding in on that wagon.
Got
Look
it
at that.
clear.
It just folded it. And it just drove off. As soon as I hit, my car shut off, and that was it. I ended up driving on the trailer after this. It was too hot to start at the time.
It's always the way.
I'll give it to
Reese
mate.
comes in head on.
He's not giving up.
Nah.
No, he should go well at Mania. I'm interested to see how he goes in the big vans.
Is Reese in the team?
Yeah, that's another thing you have to watch with them Queenslanders too. They'll go head on first hit, and you do not expect, especially for us Hunter Valley boys. You never see a panel van go head on first hit in a derby.
No,
but like these boys they will literally just go head on straight off the start if they have to.
I can't remember if it was Carl Thomas or it was Brendan Burgess. I went in and did a back-to-back off the start at Origin. Then I'm coming forward to go to the other side of the field where we all were, and he decided just to turn straight for me. I was like, all right, game on.
Yeah. Like
and then that was it. I was sort of stuck on that end.
Oof.
They build their
was that
cars
before
that
Chris
well.
took you out or what?
Oh, yeah, it was. It was like 5 seconds in.
Blake's still trying to do the good fight, but he's just getting pumped into the wall.
There you go. There's old 57-year-old John from Western Australia. Mate, there's plenty of boys over here that are probably interested to build your car if you see a few boys on the page.
Not us. We're too busy building.
Sort out a deal.
Shane's got
I'm
plenty of
building for the Americans at the moment. I'm a bit busy.
Oh, I can't wait to verse Devon Schmidt.
Oh, yeah. I
I don't know who gets to draw them, but they're going to love it.
Oh,
What are they in? Minivans, aren't they?
It's going to be good.
2 minivans and a ute?
Yeah, they got minivans and a ute.
Nah.
I think I honestly have no idea how they're going to drive. You've got the wheel of names, don't you know?
Yeah, let's
have a look at how unpredictable Mania can actually be.
Can you boys see that?
Just that's when we'll have to turn them things on a dime and then rear end.
All right, let's draw out.
So this is just a hypothetical. If you, who could get drawn against who at Mania?
There we go. So we got Savage Racing, which is
Chance stuff.
Savage Racing. Who is that?
That'd be Daniel Bergantine.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Dan, Chance Murray, and Dylan Schultz. So that'd be them versus.
Oh, is that what Bo?
No, Bo was his name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Versus themselves. That's great.
The Reaper crew.
Yeah, so that'd be
It's
that
John
would be an
Bell,
interesting
Tom,
matchup
and-
because I think they've both got a lot of rear-wheel drives in their teams.
Oh, you.
All right, let's do this then. Let's just call it the Ruthless Boys verse.
The Americans.
Oh, it is. There you go.
Fuck yes. That's a sign. Yeah, Kevin Smith. Yeah, no, he's not.
Watching this, Devin, you're fucked.
Oh, I can only imagine
Yeah.
what you boys would be like if we drew them in the tournament.
That's a sign. They're just gonna go. I reckon the Americans. They're just gonna go head on straight
I don't know
up.
if they will.
Straight up.
I have no idea how they're going to go. To be
Personally-
honest. Like,
Definitely.
Personally,
we found
I
it very
hope they don't
hard
get
on the wrong
drawn
side of the
first.
car.
Fucking hate them.
I hope they
Like-
don't get drawn first, so they can they get to watch at least a couple before they go out there.
Yeah, so they get a bit of an idea of what our style of derbies is like.
Where's the clean that?
Because the last thing you want to do is see them, trying to head on someone that's got a 100-meter run up or something like that.
How big is the field going to be for Derby? Isn't it like 30 by 30 or something? Like, it's not a big field.
Nah, it won't be a big field, but a decent driver, it doesn't matter what size the track is, they can get the big build up of speed.
But you can only do
It's
anyway, so we're not worried about you.
it's going to be big enough that you can do the damage you need to do, but it's not going to be big enough that you're going to wipe yourself out in one hit.
Yeah.
Oh,
At the end of the
You're
day,
definitely
this tournament's more about skill than what it is damage anyway.
So Nathan, you
Yeah.
probably should enter. You have no skill.
I think
I can't wait for
Zach's
fucking
probably
Derby
going to
Mania.
have the hardest time. Like, imagine talking so much smack and then getting taken out in, I don't know, let's roughly say 12 seconds. I think we can bring up a derby at City vs. Country where that happened to some person. Does anyone remember that one?
I'm pretty sure
Well, I
I
was
can bring
dumb
up
enough to
where
go back to back with the 380 and
I'm pretty sure
it's all
I
right.
said to Zach, we're going to go head on off the start. And he's like, no.
Well, the fuck we're doing that. I'm not that.
I love the fact that Mania has no politics. Like,
Nah,
you
it's
can't
different.
negotiate with the team you're going against. You can't go, hey, leave me till the end because it's instant knockout. If you lose, you're gone. Like, so if you draw one of your teams, like say one of your mates are on the other team, there's nothing you can do. You've got to take them out. Otherwise, you're all gone. And there's no friendships when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Nope.
There's
Yeah.
10 grand on the line, so friendships can end from that.
Big time.
Well, we're about an hour in. Nathan's got to have his beauty sleep for work.
Oh,
Just want to thank you boys for coming on.
you're welcome, mate.
All right. Thanks for having
I
us.
think it's we've got about a month to Mania, so we're going to see the boys down there. Ruthless Racing, see how they go. They've got to win 3 derbies in a row to actually take the 10 grand home and be Derby Mania champions. Have they got it? Who knows? I think they say they've got enough support out there from the fans. Tickets go on sale tomorrow, guys. Don't forget, because if they sell out and you miss out, or whoops, that's going to be a shit day at the office. Nath, you want to take us out, mate?
Yeah, so if you are struggling with mental health, we've all been through it. We all know someone that's been through it. Reach out. There's anyone that comes on this podcast, I'm sure would be happy to talk to you. Message the page, message myself or Shane, or, just reach out to someone. It's not weak. Talk about it. It's, it's positive when you can start talking about problems, and you'll soon find out that a lot of people that you do talk to have either been through something like that or know someone, or, just lend an ear to listen. So just remember that it's not weak to speak.
Yeah. Just for Carl, we didn't have a decent video of Lowood or Boona. The only one we had was like heaps far away. So watching that one and not actually knowing what happened. Plus, I don't really. There's a guy out there riding on a quad, which probably isn't the greatest thing to show everyone. He was like in and out of the Derby track. It was wild to watch.
He is wild.
Yeah, it's a wild old show up there. We'll see how we go. Try and find a decent video of it. If we do find a good one, we still need to put videos up for review. So maybe next week, or I think we're looking at trying to get the Backyard Speedway boys for the next one. So that'll be a good little podcast for that one. So for anyone that's watching, we do have one open spot in the tournament. Make sure you get onto us, sell that spot, and friggin' make it a full tournament. So
for a whole team, or one spot.
It's for a whole team, yeah.
No, a whole team. And also another thing too is if you have an old boat, caravan, trailer, anything like that, message a page. The closer to Toowoomba, the better, obviously. But we are chasing things for the boat and trailer caravan race.
I would take one up because I've got a boat and a trailer, but it's just too far.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a drive.
I'd love to.
It's going to be an absolute awesome race. I don't know if you saw Caleb's boat that he's got to take up there, but man, it's going to be fun. He's actually chasing a sponsor if anyone's interested. Get your whole car and boat trailer painted up as your business. It's going to look funny. I think it's going to come flying off straight away. I think the caravan's going to go flying as well. So it's going to be. I'm so glad. I actually had to clarify with Ryan before we organised it. I clarified with him. I was like, "Hey, who cleans the track up after it?" And he's like, "Oh, it's all right. We pay people to do it." I was like, "Oh, cool. Let's run a caravan derby then." If I don't have to clean it,
it'll be a really cool way to end the night.
Oh, it's going to be for a whole weekend. And then you've got the band. You get to have a relax afterwards, and It's going to be a big weekend, boys. I hope you're getting keen for it. All right. Get tickets tomorrow, guys. Book them in. Get it all sorted. Don't miss out. Until the next one, we'll see you later.
All right.
See you, boys.